going live. 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, this is McCall, directendorsement.com. We're sitting here with Jared Watson from the Dirty Heads, Dan the Body, Man of Mystery, and we are doing a little charity fundraising for the Fuck Cancer Foundation. Fuckcancer.com or .org.
.org. Fuckcancer.org. And spelled just like it sounds.
Yeah, just like it sounds. So we have these beautiful t-shirts here that Jared's signing, a limited edition. You can only get them at directendorsement.com. And we sign them for you guys, and we're going to be sitting there talking about it. Why did you choose this charity?
Actually, a close friend of mine started it, and then a close friend of mine took it over because it was his cousin that passed away. Obviously was one of my best friends, but he started it. It was a cancer foundation that was geared more towards surfing and skating and dirt bikes and things like that. And there really wasn't much of that. And he just, the bills were crazy. So he started it. It caught on. Then he passed away from cancer. And then his cousin, one of my best friends, Muggs, took it over. And they've been doing it forever. And they do like kind of a Make-A-Wish type thing where they have a lot of bands or something. They take people out. And it's just a really cause, and it's really close to my heart because it's a close friend of mine.
Awesome. Now, Dan, you work with the foundation a lot on.
Yeah, so I've done a lot of work with the Fuck Cancer Foundation. You mentioned Make-A-Wish, but what they have going on is similar to that, but it's called Dying to Live Dreams.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, it's called Dying to Live Dreams, and basically reach out and have the individuals reach out to the organization as well. It's back and forth. They find each other. They're individuals who are very, very sick with cancer, or family members who are sick with cancer. Some terminal, some not. Some are able to, fight the fight and keep going forward. But I've had a lot of experiences working with bands and Muggs and the Fuck Cancer, the Dying to Live Dreams, go out to bring the people out to the concerts and get to introduce them to the band, get them a bunch of t-shirts, autographs, pictures. They sit down and go backstage, get the whole experience, get all the souvenirs. It's really, really cool. And I've seen some pretty awesome.
Well said, Dan.
Pretty awesome.
So well spoken. Like,
handsome.
if you saw pictures of him, you'd be like, "Oh, that guy probably talks like a caveman." But good job, buddy.
I am man. Hear me
For those of you who
roar.
don't know, Dan, he tours with bands like Avenged Sevenfold for the last 9 years.
Yeah.
He runs security. He's does a lot of things. He's obviously fit. He was Mr. California at one point. Coaches wrestling. It's dear to me. So he knows how to run the whole system as far as helping the fans get in touch with artists like Jared here.
Being Dan the Body, does it make you feel bad that we have the same body percent fat? We got checked the other day after the gym, and it was like 16.2, and then I got on and it was like 16.2, and then he was like, "It's broken, the machine's broken," and the lady was like, "No, it's not.
Pretty sure it's calibrated right."
Mm-hmm. It's perfect." The body.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
Oh.
So these t-shirts, this has your logo on it.
I knew that was coming up.
They look good. The t-shirts are awesome.
So, as you can see, obviously Dan's wearing one.
Yeah, I'm wearing one of these guys right now. We got
And we also have your logo on there. We have the Fuck Cancer Foundation, and then we have... Where's your
Tiger
logo?
Shark's at the bottom.
Tiger Shark at the bottom. So what is Tiger Shark?
So do we just get all of the plugs out of the way now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tiger Shark is a small boutique clothing line that I started with my wife and my friend Jason Rodriguez, who does Kate in USA. He's a designer. Being a tall, lanky, skinny dude, it's hard to find clothes that fit me right.
I don't understand what that means, so...
Yeah.
Me
Neither does
neither.
Dan.
Me neither.
You guys just wear cardboard boxes and muscle tees and like leotards. But, just like size-wise, when it comes to men's fashion for me, it's like really about the fit. And it's really hard for me to find things like that. So I just wanted to make clothes that fit right. And I don't know, I just feel like an extra large in America is for like a dude that's 5'2", 350 pounds. When you go to Australia or Europe, the sizes are a little bit better or something like that. We just wanted to go just something really steezy, really cool, really timeless, and just not a lot of logos or anything. And it's all organic. It's all American made. No sweatshop, nothing like that. And it was just a fun project. And it was like even if we're just successful enough for me to just keep making clothes that I want to wear, we're cool. That's rad. So it was just something that I was passionate about and got going. And we have a new line coming out this summer. It's gonna be sick. So go check it out on tigershark.com.
Tigershark.com.
Broskies. And,
Yeah, I can't wait for some of the new stuff to come out because
Yeah.
I got a few of the shirts, and even though I'm not tall and skinny, I do have some
Well, you don't
shirts,
have to
and
be
they
tall
and they
and
fit
skinny,
they
yeah,
fit me great. They're the nice, really soft, like really
the
comfortable.
organic cotton.
Yeah,
And it's not like you
it's-
have to be tall and skinny. It's not like I'm making it to fit just me, you know?
Yeah.
That wouldn't make any sense. So it'll fit everybody. You just got to find your size right and everything like that.
That definitely works.
What was I going to say before you cut me off? I can't remember.
I cut you off.
Sorry.
What's new music? You know, I want to know if you're going to release the cover for Imagine. I know it's released in the UK, correct?
I think it just got released over here.
Okay.
Without our knowledge or something like that. I just saw it floating around.
Damn
or
the
maybe
internet.
it did and I just didn't know about it. But taking on like a Beatles song, you're like, oh man, this is...
You can't blow it.
I don't know if we should do this, you know, but we got asked to, and it was fun, and we're just big fans of the Beatles, and we tried. It was really cool. We wanted to do something different too, like something really vibey, and like I can't remember the name of the band, but they had a really rad song on that movie Drive. It was on the soundtrack, and we wanted to do something like really, really weird and kind of...
The Ryan Gosling movie.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty good.
I was just talking about Ryan Gosling, and
So handsome.
and isn't he a hunk? You know him and Justin Timberlake were brothers at one time because they were on because he had to like move here for Mickey Mouse Club or something like that.
And that made them brothers?
Then his mom, Justin Timberlake's mom, had to adopt him or something like that because he was like an illegal alien. And they were going to deport his little hot ass. Weird.
That's funny. And then he ends up on Remember the Titans. I watched that movie the other day.
Why is that?
And he's like, he was young. Do you remember? You seen that movie?
With
With
who was the coach?
Denzel Washington. Remember the Titans.
Yes.
And then
I have the memory of a
the guy,
goldfish, so it's hard to
Opie
forget.
from Sons of Anarchy, was like the head football guy, like the team captain.
If you
Gary Bertier.
If you had to go gay, would you do like a young Leo DiCap, or would you do like a young Ryan Gosling?
Leonardo.
Yes.
I mean, okay, Romeo and
He
Juliet.
just looks more
It's
like a
dear to
little-
my heart. You
Yeah.
know, to look at him through a fish tank, would melt my heart.
Yeah.
It would, even today. you
Yeah.
know.
I like making tough guys talk about going gay.
Yeah. You know what? If I haven't gone gay yet, but after 30 years of my life, you never know.
Yeah.
These things can happen.
I'm sure there's a lot of jokes about you rolling around with dudes, but I just don't have a good one.
I'm pretty sure there's a picture of me kissing another man on mine. So
Oh, that's all right.
questions are out there. You know, it's all right. I'm comfortable with that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That took a turn.
So, what is this? I'm getting text questions. So we have a live stream, live questions the fans can ask us or ask them. And let's see here. Say the name Dawn as a quite. Oh, Dawn. Dawn Hiller. I don't know how to say her last name. I'm sorry. Let's see. Psyched that you are starting to tour in Connecticut. Happy to have you, the crew, over for dabs and snacks. Steaks on the grill before, since we are right down the road. How long will your sets be on tour?
The sets on tour for the Slightly Stupid summer tour will be an hour, maybe a little bit over an hour. And if you are offering dabs and snacks, I guarantee Duddy it's like one of Duddy's favorite things is dabs and snacks. I think he coined the term dabs and snacks. So
there's your question. and
yeah,
answer.
we'll be there.
Yeah.
Hot.
Okay, Emma Jane Park. Hey guys, my question is to Jared, of course, because that's why he's here.
Nobody wants to hear
Yeah,
anything.
I'm a huge Dirty Heads fan, of course. The Sound of Change is my album for the summer when I go surfing. When the hell? That's all I got so far. Wait for it.
Guess what she's going to say next.
Oh, when are you coming to the UK? When the hell are you coming to the UK? Wait, people surf in the UK?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
in Ireland and stuff. I think it's cold, but pretty
It's
good.
too cold for me.
Yeah.
I don't even like
possible.
surfing in Northern California. But anyways, when the hell are you coming to the UK?
We just did the UK like last winter. We did Camden, the Blue Note, sold it out. It was really, really fun. And then we played like Germany and Paris, and there was like 12 people there, you know. And then you'd see somebody singing the words, and you're like, yeah, some German dude knows the words. And then you go up and be like, hey man, nice to meet you. And he'd be like, oh, hey, what's up, man? I'm like stationed over here. I'm a Marine. And you'd be like, oh, all right, that's cool. I'm stoked that you're over here, but we really need some German fans.
Thanks for your
So
support.
the UK, we got mad love, but we got to work on Paris and Germany.
Okay, so from a random fan, do you prefer Egyptian cotton or bamboo cotton? I'm a bamboo guy.
Egyptian cotton just sounds sexier.
It does.
Right?
I mean, I didn't know bamboo and cotton came together, but it's my favorite kind of cotton.
What are we talking here? Linens?
Sure.
Pillows?
Linens or t-shirts.
I think we do bamboo and cotton actually for Tiger Shark. I don't know. I should know this stuff.
Let's see what else we got here.
Let's get some good ones.
The fan from Walnuts.
Yes, walnuts.
Your name is Walnuts?
I think I know walnuts.
A question for Dan, of course. You do know Walnuts.
Oh, yeah.
Dan, do you think you can beat me in an arm wrestling match? I don't know if that's to me or if that's to Walnuts, but look at those guns.
Oh, man.
Have you guys arm wrestled?
Walnuts, I'd take you down like a sweet muffin, kid.
What flavor?
Better
muffin?
believe it. He's got nothing on me. I know what he looks like.
So you two guys have never arm wrestled. Have you ever wrestled? You never got drunk at a bar?
Have
I don't know which one's Van Damme or which one's Dolph Lundgren, but that because you guys both look pretty similar.
He's a little bigger, so he would go
Be
Dolph.
Dolph?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You know.
Never? It's never happened?
I think I've wrestled with Matt. I've wrestled with Matt a few times.
Sanders?
Yeah.
You didn't rip your arms off?
Come on, it's my job. I'll tie Matt in nuts.
It's true.
That's a big
I
fella,
just
but
feel
M. Shadows
like he's
is,
such a massive...
is the Hulk.
yeah, he doesn't have to
His
bench
alter
press
ego.
me.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, okay, so Don Hiller, again, I can't pronounce her last name, Galelius? I don't know. Out of all the guys on the bus, whose farts are the worst and make everyone want to jump out the windows?
Easy. Easy. So Dave, our bass player, he doesn't... all of his farts are silent. And
The worst ones.
And they're just terrible. And you don't see them coming, and it just destroys everything in the bus. And every time it happens, we're like, Dave, and and now I know the smell of Dave's farts. Like, I can be like, oh, that's Dave. Like, before, he can't, say, oh, it wasn't me, because everybody knows the smell of his farts. And he always says, oh, well, half the time they don't smell, so I don't want to tell you guys. Because, so he just chances it. 50-50 chance for us every time, rather than, letting us know, don't say anything, you just fart like a man. But he doesn't fart like a man. He farts like a little ninja princess, they're man queefs. I don't know what to say. They bum me out, Dave. Dude, it sucks. Just let us know. It hurts my feelings.
Yes. All right. Lacey Deer. Hey, Jared, super huge fan. Super.
Thank you.
Since seeing you guys with Sublime with Rome back in 2010, wanted to congratulate you on your marriage, and was wondering if any little dirty heads will be running out of, is she gonna have any babies soon?
Ooh.
Not now. We're both real busy, but we talk about it, and it's gonna happen. But we both travel so much for work, but not right now.
Yeah.
Don't put me.
Wait.
Yeah.
Just wait. Kids are fun, but wait. Because I'm not busy at all, and I don't have a kid.
Right.
Love you, sweetheart. So Paula Biezas, Baracus. Hey guys, greetings from Brazil. No fala português.
Obrigado. That's all.
Obrigado.
So
Muito bem.
the question is, how do you think social media marketing can help raise money for charity? Why would you be? What would be your strategies for all this?
Just exactly what we're doing for this podcast and for everything. I think social media, it changed everything. You can reach so many people just with reposts and retweets and having all your friends that have different followers, and you're an MMA guy, I'm a music guy, you're a body fat guy. I'm obviously not that good at it, but there's all these things, and you can just cross promote, and it's so easy because everybody's on it. It's not like you have to watch TV to see that commercial, and everybody's on their phone and blah, blah. It's just, I think it's access to people at all times makes it really cool.
I mean, we've reached a couple million people already. Before we even got on the show, we reached a few million people just looking at it. So which is pretty impressive, yeah.
I would have worn a nice shirt. I would have brushed my hair.
No, we wanted you looking all homeless and whatnot.
Yeah, like a Vietnam vet. Makes you guys look
I was
better.
in the war, man. So Natalie Camilleri, Jared, I miss you. It's Natalie. I love you.
What's up, Natalie?
Wasn't so
Wait.
much of a question.
Oh, I know Natalie. Hey, Natalie. How you doing? Her and her mom always come to the shows.
Hey, Mom.
Natalie's
Is her
a
mom-
homie.
is her mom hot?
What's up, fam?
Guest 183. Hey, Jared. Again, I'm a huge fan of the Dirty Heads. Pretty sure that's why you're here. I started to become a huge fan when I heard Stand Tall. It really helped me through some things. I want to know when you'll be coming back to Cali. Maybe LA area, you know, when you played the Wiltern. My name is Madison. My phone wouldn't let me put it in, though. I don't know what that means.
Trying to get my digits.
Oh, okay.
Dick pics.
Yes.
They heard the dick.
Back to the dick pics.
I think we play the Greek. And we can play the Greek in LA at the end of the tour, and then we play.
Well, what are the tour dates?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Dirtyheads.com. I think we play the Greek, and then we do something in Orange County, and then we play Del Mar for a festival. So we have 3 Southern California shows at the end of the tour, which starts in June, July. So it's September? August, September? Just go check the dates. They're on there. But we're definitely coming this summer with Slightly Stupid.
Can I come?
Yeah, of course you can. You already hit me up with tickets.
I know I did.
Yeah, you
I
got me.
forgot.
You just got to get in early because, like, you know, home
Yeah.
shows. You know how it is.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I want to walk out to your next fight, though.
Come on down.
Right?
Coaches can wait.
What do I want to wear? We'll figure it out.
Wear what you wear now.
No,
You know,
no,
some
no.
joggers.
Better
and some-
than that.
No, see, what has to happen when I walk out is I'm forced to wear shirts of companies that I usually don't enjoy wearing.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to wear a Leonardo DiCaprio mask. Like a young one, you know?
I'd
And
be
then
so
and
distracted.
I'll be your oil guy, your Vaseline dude, you know? I'll rip your shirt off before you
Fix my
go on.
mustache.
Just intimidate the hell out of the other guy. Such a bummer.
All
What's
right.
up, Dan?
That would be good.
Right?
I'm just sitting. I'm taking all. I'm visualizing.
And you
all
know
of that.
what? I don't know why somebody hasn't done out and his song was Why Can't
Punching bag.
Yeah. I feel like that'd be a good one. Has anybody done it?
Probably.
Wow.
Or people have come out to Justin Bieber.
That's pretty funny.
Whenever that happens, they usually get their ass kicked. I come out to Avenged
Well,
because they're my friends and I like
Yep.
metal. You know,
Get
anything.
you pumped.
Yeah, get me
Do you
pumped
even
and-
hear the song though? Like I always think about that, like because a lot of guys are like singing it, and I'm like, okay, they're probably pumped, but like you know, sometimes like when, like you're just blinders, you don't really notice. Well, oh, that was a great show, and you're like, I wasn't. I just over like that. And, you know, before your fight, do you really know what's going on? Can you hear the song? Does it actually pump you up, or are you just going and thinking about totally?
The
other stuff?
farther you get in, because at first, especially when you're like, I didn't remember my first 10 fights. It's just like out of nowhere. Now you get more in this like, you know, rhythm, and you kind of, but you see more, you know. But especially now being on the big stage, you're sitting in a cage, and there's so many lights around you. Like being on stage for a show, you can't really see the crowd,
Yeah.
you know. And the only voices I can really hear, even though there's, like in Dublin, they hit like 150, whatever the
Oh,
decibels.
yeah.
They were so loud, but I can hear my coaches like perfectly. I
That
know
was
what
my
they're saying.
I was going to ask you, like, do you really hear your coaches, or you just?
And
like I'm
you
saying?
know their voice. I mean, I
Yeah.
know, you know.
Oh, do you guys talk shit while you're fighting?
Sometimes, yeah. We make fun of each other, or whisper in her ear, or you know, I fight a fat person. He rubs his stomach, and I always have to do this stupid, you know.
Fighting Irish.
Yeah, fighting Irish.
All
thing.
right.
But yeah, we have a good time. It's fun, and you know, it's just a punch in the face. It's not that bad. Could be worse.
Oh man, I don't remember.
You get
the last
used-
time
you
I
get
got
used to
punched in the face.
When it happens daily, you know, it's like okay, it's just a punch. What you have to watch out for is a shin to the face. That doesn't feel good.
I
Yeah.
bet.
Yeah, it's the
Well,
worst.
what's the word? What do you hate the most? Like foot stomps. I remember Rampage was like, I hate leg kicks. Like, what are you just like? Oh, dude, I'm so over this right now.
When someone properly kicks you in the body, like in the liver,
Mm-hmm.
and you literally feel like your liver is trying to climb out of your butt because
Oh,
it hurts so bad. Literally, like someone kicks you in the body and your body seizes up. What boxing, whatever it is, you take one step and you're just like, and you're on the ground and there's nothing you can do. Like you get knocked unconscious. If someone renders you just out,
yeah,
you wake up and you're just like, oh, what happened? You ask what happened about another 10 times.
yeah.
But when the body shot happens, and it's never happened in a fight. I mean, I've been hitting the body pretty hard and just kind of like, you know, got through it. But in practice or something, you have someone hit you, and there's nothing you can do. I mean, your whole body just shuts down, and you feel like you're gonna die. You can't breathe. You try and laugh, and it just makes it worse.
Do you really pee blood? Have you peed blood before?
Yes, I have.
Oh man, That's rad.
Or I drink a lot of
That's
juice.
metal. That's super metal.
Like the last time I thought I peed blood, it was beet juice. So I call my doctor and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I got kicked in the stomach yesterday.
On a juice cleanse.
Yeah, juice cleanse.
I've done that. When you did a lot of the beats and you take a shit and you're like, whoa.
Yeah. Well, my
I'm
buddy.
dead. And then you look it up online and it's like cancer. And you're like, oh, I have a hangnail. And then you look it up online and it's like cancer.
Yeah, rectal bleeding.
Don't ever WebMD anything. You're just going to have cancer. You're just going to be bummed.
You're gonna die. Back to fuck cancer. You know, don't go WebMD.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Let's see here. What's another question? So again, Don Hiller, whatever your last name is.
You just need to stop with the last names.
Yeah.
Don't even try.
I'm over it.
I don't even think you're one. I don't even think you got one yet.
I haven't. No, I got the
like your fight
I got the
record.
guest 183.
Nobody heard that? Nobody heard the fight record joke? Oh,
It sucks.
don't punch me,
I
dude.
know. It's all right. I'll punch you when we're off camera.
I know.
So, Cadbury eggs, frozen or room temperature? I've never frozen one.
I've never frozen. I mean, like, I've frozen Snickers and other ones, but and my wife loves Cadbury eggs. Those are good. I've never tried it, so thanks for the tip.
I had one yesterday. It was good.
Yeah? A little leftover Easter.
Yes. My fighter yesterday, she weighed in, and then I stole her Cadbury eggs because you can't eat Cadbury eggs before you fight. So I ate it.
Yeah, that doesn't seem good.
Let's see. So, what was your main motivation behind starting the Dirty Heads?
Me and Duddy we met at a party and he was like music guy and I like had no plans to be in a band. Like I still to this day sometimes I'm like, wow, it's really, I did not see myself being here or like being a musician when I was like 12 or whatever, you know. I met him and he was just music. He played guitar, he could play drums, he had a soundproof garage, all this stuff, and we'd just go over to his house and drink 40s and make funny songs and do this and that, and we became best friends. We hung out every day, and then we started just taking it more serious, and it just kind of snowballed into this sound, you know. It was just like we both loved hip-hop, we both loved reggae, we would listen to a lot of Sublime and Beastie Boys, and they would blend a lot of stuff, so we were, you know, just kind of molded into this thing. We were like, oh, this is really cool, and some people heard it, and they're like, oh, that's good, you guys should start playing shows, and we started playing acoustic shows, and then it all downhill from there.
Seemed to have worked out.
Yeah. Trying.
Yeah. Right. Hey, Jared. Caught you guys for the 5th time at the Pot of Gold in Arizona a few weeks ago. Driving out to Edge Fest in Texas in a couple weeks for my 6th show, and then to Vegas in May. I think you're a stalker.
No, that's my
rad.
favorite there. Yeah, he's just deadheading it.
Let's see.
We got to change the setup though. I did talk to a couple fans. They're like, man, I've seen you like 8 times this summer. We've been following you around. I'm like, oh yeah, because we usually go in before the tour and we just get a really dope set and we just stick to it, you know, because we like that and it flows and we, you know, nothing's weird and we think it's the best show we can give those people that night. But now we're realizing that we do have a following that follows us different places, so we have to start throwing in songs that we haven't played that, you know. So we're thinking about that this tour. We're going to be mixing it up every night or every other night or something like that. But sorry, I didn't cut you.
Well, no, people, you know, they are obviously going to see the same show every time and they don't mind. So you're doing something right.
Yeah.
But at least you guys are thinking of, you know, outside the box how to change things up. Let's see. Daniel Arenas, how much difference does it make for you guys as a band having Sean on the keys live as opposed to playback?
Oh, huge. Once we got Sean, it just gave us so much freedom because you're not stuck to, you know, the replay or the playback that we had. It wasn't just like, okay, it's starting and it's 3 minutes and 30 seconds. You know, now that we have all those sounds, so now it's just live hip-hop or live, everything's played live. You know, he's playing it. There's not a lot of playback. We can go wherever we want. We can extend things. We can shorten things. We can stop it. You know, it just gives us freedom to do whatever we want and jam a lot more, which I think that changed our live set like crazy. We were terrible before.
What's your favorite place to play around the U.S.?
Red Rocks. You can't. You know what? I can't. Red Rocks is my favorite venue.
Where's this?
In Morrison, Colorado. It's like outside of Denver. It's just the big natural amphitheater. If you've never been, that's the good one. But every tour is different. Like Boston kills it one tour, and then Chicago kills it the next tour, or whatever. So, you know, you can't really say every time. There's cities that I love. Like I love Chicago in the summertime. New York's cool, Florida's rad, Colorado's awesome. There's so many, but like you can't really say every time what's your favorite city to play, because it really does come down to the fans and the energy and just having that right mixture, because it makes this magic where you're just like, whoa, everybody in the building was on the exact same page. There was no fights, there was no assholes. You can feel it, like you can literally feel the energy. And when that happens, it's just, there's nothing better. So that makes what my favorite show of that tour would be. But the venue, Red Rocks.
People fight your music?
It's weird, super weird. But just drunk people are drunk people, I don't think it's the music that does it. I think it's the fireball and the fucking
and the Jaeger shots.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm so happy that now, like, because especially in Orange County, everyone was really tough for a long time. But now I think that people are actually becoming tough. Like, they're not just tough guys. People actually know how to, like, fight now.
Yeah, because it's so...
Everyone, specifically Huntington Beach, throw you guys under the bus.
No, for sure. It's become, like,
it's gotten
lifted
so much
truck
better because
MMA.
people actually know how to fight now. So it's like, no one wants to get in fist
I
fights.
just look at ears now. I don't care how nerdy or skinny or whatever. It's like, if I'm going to fight a dude, I'm going to look at his ears first. And if they're all cauliflowered, I'm not fucking with that kid.
Yeah, it's always the nerdiest guys.
Yeah.
Like, you look at like wrestlers are not cool. They're smart. Yeah. They're really good, but they're weird.
Yeah, they're not.
Like,
they're not. I haven't met a cool one yet.
Yeah. Even jiu-jitsu's even worse. They're more nerdy.
Yeah. I feel
Muay Thai.
like they're super aggressive.
Muay Thai, you got a bunch of tall, skinny guys like yourself, and all of a sudden they're clubbing their chin into your face.
That's what I should get into.
So just don't be a dick. Be nice to everybody.
Yeah, that's just the thing, is nobody should be a dick.
Do you want to get beat up by someone my size, really? I look like this? Like, you want to get beat up by a little weird hipster kid?
a coffee barista, a hipster
exactly.
bar? Yeah,
my new job, I'm going to start brewing coffee for you guys.
Get a denim
apron?
Right, and you're good.
Yeah, I've got the whole getup. God, I'm a douchebag. All right. Let's see here. Lee Cooper. Hey, Jared. My fiance and I are big fans from NH, New Hampshire.
Sure.
Yes. We met you at the show. You played in Halloween, which was insane. I know you're a fan of gaming. What are your favorite cool new games?
Speaking of gaming,
and
now that I'm on a podcast, I forgot.
I don't play video games, so forgive me.
Whatever, dude.
Not that I wouldn't. I just.
Well, I'm actually going to do a gaming podcast called Worthless Game Review, and we're actually going to record our first one tomorrow night, and then it should be out in a couple weeks if we don't lag.
Worthless Game Review?
Worthless Game Review, yeah. And it'll be about mainly video games, a bunch of other, that's just bullshitting, but, I've listened to a lot of gaming podcasts, and it's just so in-depth about pixel rate and the engines and and I don't give a fuck. I just want to know if the game is worth buying and why it's fun. Do you get to shoot zombies in outer space? Is there a bunch of titties? Whatever, there's just things that I can just we can make it easier. Yes, go buy this game. If you don't have anything else, go buy that game. If you're in between, maybe we'll sway you one way or the other. Blah, blah. So that'll be Worthless Game Review. But yeah, me and this guy, my brother, have been grinding in Destiny, and my brother hit all 3 32s if you play Destiny than I did. 10 still waiting, and now I'm playing Far Cry 4, and I didn't like it at first. It took me like a couple hours. I loved Far Cry 3, but Far Cry 4 took me like a couple hours to get into, but now it is mind-blowing. So if you haven't played Far Cry, go get it. And
so what you're telling me is I can see boobs on a video game.
Oh, there's tons of boobs.
All I heard.
Yeah.
That's all I heard.
Yeah.
That would be Grand Theft Auto 5.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
Should I get a PlayStation or an Xbox?
You know what? I usually say Xbox One, but PlayStation's really stepped up their game. They have a lot of good exclusive PlayStation games now, so I don't know. I would still say Xbox One. I think they're online, and they've been doing it longer. Like their whole online thing has been, it's like 10 years, 15 years, and PlayStation just started doing online gaming. So I think they're a little ahead of it, and I like the controllers better. But I am gonna get a PS4 because there's like a couple games that I'm like, damn, I have to play it, and I can't play it on Xbox.
I'm in a video game, and I've never played it.
Just
Sorry.
stick with your Candy Crush, dude.
Yeah, exactly. No, I play Solitaire on my phone. Any sort of anxiety, not even Spider Solitaire, just regular Solitaire. I'm really good at it.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not joking.
I swear to God. I'll show you.
What a lonely
I know.
life.
I'm weird. I'm on planes all the time. Where is it? There we go. See, look at Solitaire. No, I'm just. I don't know,
Did we sell all these shirts yet?
Yeah. So back to the shirts.
Yeah.
Should we do like the what is it?
if you're watching this show right now, buy a shirt. Come on.
Yeah, like when you
For
buy,
the
we
cause.
only got.
It's
You want to give a little
All of them
recap
left.
to people
Yeah.
that are maybe just tuning in
So,
right now? of
recap.
what we're here for.
fuckcancer.org.
Going quick. We got 2 left.
We have these beautiful Dirty Head shirts with Fuck Cancer on them. We have a little tiger shark logo around here somewhere.
It touched him. That one's gonna be extra.
Yeah, this is-
and then I'll go. It's just the cause. Even if you don't like the Dirty Heads and you're just a fan of this guy or this guy, buy a shirt.
Dan has a fan page.
Oh my God, he's got like numerous fan pages.
Lucky.
No, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
Thanks, fans.
Yeah.
I love you.
Women love the body. So, back to Fuck Cancer.
Yeah, so coming back to the T-shirts again, we got all these sweet limited
Do your
T-shirts
job,
made.
sign some shirts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, you can't get the shirt anywhere else, and Jared's me signing these.
Never again.
You can go to, if you're watching this now, go to the website, go to our store, and you can get this T-shirt. And we are here to help raise money and support the FC Cancer Foundation. It's fuckcancer.org, and help make dreams come true, help people, help save people's lives. You know, I mean, I've actually done a lot of work with the Fuck Cancer Foundation. I think I mentioned a little bit earlier, but really do. It really like
What was
this.
your most
this
heartwarming experience doing it?
most heartwarming experience. There's 2 that come to mind. The first one would be Muggs and I. Muggs runs the entire foundation. We went out to. We did a little trip. We went to Arizona, went to a music festival, went to Las Vegas for a music festival. When we got to Las Vegas, we met up with the singer of Slipknot and Stone Sour, Corey Taylor, who is a good friend of mine, and we had a guy named Leaf. He was about our age, you know, late 20s, early 30s. He had Hodgkin's lymphoma, and he was actually like a MMA like trainer. Like he trained daily, he trained people, and obviously he had a lot of setbacks in his training due to the Hodgkin's lymphoma, and that's actually what Brandon McGinnis passed away from, who started this whole thing. So it was a little close to the heart for the organization, the foundation here. But we sat down. We were supposed to sit down with Corey Taylor before he went out and performed. I think we were at somewhere in Vegas, Mandalay Bay Center or something, the big arena, MGM, something like that. We sat down, and he was. I don't know. It was just. It's hard to explain because when you're sitting there, just watching someone who's, you know, has little to no hope, you know, with cancer, and they don't know if they're gonna make it. They don't know if they're, you know, stage whatever cancer is going to the next stage, or if they're gonna be able to actually beat this thing. So to see these people, you know, meet their heroes, you know, with
And kind of take their mind off it, you know.
Yeah. That's another thing is when in that moment when they're meeting their heroes, they're not thinking about anything negative.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, they come in, they explain, you know, their specific story to, you know, like he's explained his situation to Corey Taylor, and we sat there and hung out, did a bunch of pictures. I think Corey gave him his personal phone number. It was rad.
And like even imagine like you can hear it so many times from your friends and family, like you beat this, and then something else happens, and then it gets you down. But like hearing it from your like personal hero, like you got this.
Yeah.
I think that might just reignite that. Like, you know what? I fucking do have this. You know, like I'm gonna beat this. So it might just. That's why I think it's really cool what they're doing is. I think it's just even if they're losing hope, something that tiny, you know, can reignite everything and really, you know, change their state of mind to get healthy and get better.
I just found out on the plus side, found out my grandma doesn't have cancer. She's
That's right.
100.
Good.
Thanks, Mom.
She's 100?
No, she's 92.
Oh, well, yeah, dang.
But Mo, I literally like a year ago, like, oh yeah, grandma has cancer. She's 92. She's not gonna do anything about it. And then like the other day, my mom's like, oh yeah, she doesn't have cancer. I'm like, when did you find this out?
That's amazing.
Like, oh, like a week after I told you. I'm like, oh, thanks for letting me just think grandma's dying the whole time.
Get some
But-
more shirts.
But yeah,
She shows up
Is
on
there
her new
like
Harley.
larger
Yeah.
or
She's
XL or
pretty
something?
awesome. Little firecracker.
So that was one of the two stories. Coming back to the die and the live dreams with the fuck cancer. Another one is my close best friends that I grew up with, and one of the main bands I work for is Avenged Sevenfold, and everyone here is friends with them. But we were out on tour. I think it was what tour is like a Rockstar Uproar or Mayhem Festival tour,
Yeah.
and we were out in we were up in just outside of Seattle at a venue called the Gorge, which is
Oh, that's another cool
which
venue. I
is
always forget about
which
that
is
one.
one of the coolest.
That is- that
in,
is
in
awesome.
addition to Red Rocks,
Yeah.
it's one of the coolest venues
it's right
that
up
you
there.
can ever go to. It's an amphitheater, but the back of the very back of the stage is literally like on a cliff.
Yeah.
That goes down into something that's
gorge?
it's a gorge. It looks like
Whoa!
And sorted.
We
It
get
looks
that,
like,
start making a meme. Make it the beginning of the
it
show.
looks like the Grand Canyon,
Oh.
just not as big.
Oh.
We got some big boys
that was
here.
done.
If someone wants
Anyway,
to sleep in it,
uh,
I can sleep in that.
We met a guy who he was I can't remember the exact cancer that he had, but I know that he was terminal. He was a punk rocker. He had a bunch of tattoos. He had already had to get a leg amputated, and so he was in on his prosthetic leg, and he got to come in backstage with Avenged Sevenfold and hang out for a while. We hooked him up with a bunch of cool stuff. He was stoked. We told his story, talked about music, talked about this, talked about that, and I'll never forget. I talked to Muggs. I think about a week later, he had passed away. After we had met him, so for him, being terminal but not knowing what's exactly going to happen, and being able to, meet his heroes, his favorite band, his favorite music, his favorite musicians, everything. That was pretty cool. And I mean, I had nothing to do with it other than help set it up. But just to sit in that room
These ones have spit
was
on it.
rad. So
Well,
anyway,
enough of those depressing stories.
Yeah.
They're beautiful, but see, we'll go back to questions. Guys, 311. Jared, can you wear a fanny pack this tour and just not say anything about it? Just wear that shit.
I'll think about it. Just fill it with Fig Newtons.
Yeah, just snack.
Just nibble on them.
Yeah. Dabs and snacks.
Newtons and packs. Oh shit! That's
So-
the first line of my new verse.
Paula Biezis. Again, I'm sorry about the last names. I'm not that smart. How do you guys think music and sports can help teenagers to change their motivations in lives?
Whoa! After school special.
I get to threaten kids with violence, and their parents bring them to me for it, and I'm like,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
you screw up.
You
The
scare
mom's
'em
gonna bring you
straight.
here, and I'm gonna beat
Would
the
you
crap out of
be
you.
like, are you one of those cases like, well, I was super pissed and fighting all the time, and I'd be in prison if I wasn't fighting, or are you just really good at it? And you're like, I'm normal.
No, I had like the best childhood, everything. I'd come from like a nice place. I just like to fight, and I would be in prison or jail or whatever, most likely. But fighting, has definitely kept me off doing ridiculous things.
But yeah, I mean, it does sound cliche. Like it'll keep you off the streets. It'll keep you out of trouble to do this. And it kind of does, because you're occupied with something else. And once you get really, really passionate about something, especially like music or sports, that's just your life, because you always want to get better. You always want to get better. You're never going to stop improving, no matter how good you are. So you could do it for, until whenever your career's over. So you're just always immersed in it. So I think it is good, especially if you're having problems or issues or, trying to stay out of trouble. I think it does help a lot of people.
I've trained kids from, being children, and now they're in college wrestling. I mean, there's two.
I'm sure with wrestling, music, discipline is like out the window. Like it's not helping with discipline at all. You can wake up at 2:00 in the afternoon and write a song and then do whatever. But I'm sure with wrestling and sports and things, it's like discipline is gonna, you're gonna learn a lot of things like that. So.
And at the end of the day, if you get good enough, and let's say you're fighting in the UFC, and you aren't disciplined, you get your ass kicked on national TV.
Yeah.
In front of millions of people. That's kind of embarrassing.
Do you have a fight in the UFC coming up there, bro?
No, I don't actually. I don't have a fight lined up. Sorry,
Dana White?
I would like one. It's usually July. It'll probably be July. We talked about June, Mexico City, but that got shot down. So I'm just training and being dad. And
Is there anybody that you'd like to fight? Not even out of like, oh, I don't like that guy or bullshit like that. Just like, you know what? I think that would be a really good fight. And I've always had like, I would like to fight that dude. Just because I think he's better or as good as me or, you know.
Yeah, anyone that'll get me closer to getting a title. There's one guy specifically, Joseph Benavides. We were always kind of friends, but then him and his whole frat house like kind of turned on me because I'm a smart ass and I called them on what they are, you know, they're frat guys and douchebags. Not that we're not douchebags, we're just a cooler, different kind of douchebag.
Yeah.
You know, we don't chest bump and we don't take our shirts off. Well, you do.
Speak for
But
yourself.
it's okay. You know, they're I don't know. I'd like to punch him in the head, or he has some other kid that no one cares about that keeps talking shit. So he's just trying to get a fight with someone that's out of his league. So,
Yeah.
You know, you got to earn it, sweetheart. But I'll fight anybody. I don't care. I just want to fight and make money and advance my career.
There you go.
So
I feel you.
it'll be coming up soon, hopefully. What about you guys? What are you doing next, life-wise?
I'm doing this.
Yes.
I'm hanging out with Jared. I'm hanging out with you.
Didn't you just get engaged recently?
I did.
What?
We
What's
get-
his name? Does he know about the things you've done on the road? What?
So enough road talk.
So I'm in the process of creating my own website. DanTheBody.com. No.
Just
yeah.
selfies.
Yeah. Just selfie
Just male
It's the-
tit pics.
workout programs.
You can
Oh,
you
that's-
can flex online and work out and do, you know, man stuff. Now, Sean Leslie asked, I bought 2 shirts yesterday. Is there any way that Jared could sign them specifically to the people that he gifted them to?
What size? Oh,
Yeah, gotta be a little more specific. But yes, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, email or pop
Yeah.
it in the next one.
Send an email to directendorsement.com and just tag Brandon. I'm staring at him right now.
Or do
Brandon at directendorsement.com.
BRANDON.
Yes.
I don't know what brains.
I got
but
you.
He has the brains. Yeah, he'll figure it out.
Of course.
Stephen Watts. Hi, Jared. This is Stephen.
Hey, Steven.
You know, the big dude that makes bags.
Oh, yeah, what up, Watts? Maybe a luggage.
Yeah, hope you like your bags.
I love it.
Anyway, I heard
So many dead body parts in them things.
Yeah.
Back
How many
my-
people have you killed on the road? Drifters mostly?
gypsies
Gypsies, yeah.
and warlocks.
Sorcerers.
Yeah, you guys got it. Yeah, yep.
So
Bunch.
anyway, he heard a story about how you guys got your name. You and Duddy did a beer run, and the worker running after you guys was yelling, "Get back here, you dirty heads." Is that the true story?
No, we just started lying. Like, no, we don't. I think it was like a lyric in a song, and like, so nobody really remembers. So we get asked it like way too much, you know. So we just started lying.
I thought it was just because you guys had long, dirty hair.
No, we didn't even have like. I don't think Duddy had long hair. I don't think either of us had long hair at the time. I don't know. It had nothing to do with that. There's been a lot of stories we've thrown around, but that I do remember that story that we got that from. This is the best way to steal beer if you're gonna steal beer, kids. Don't steal beer, but if you're gonna do it, at least fucking do it good and make a good story of it. And we stole. First, we stole farm animals from the petting zoo at the middle school. We got a bunch of. They like clipped the wings of these geese and ducks and shit like that. So like a lot of birds, you know. And I don't think we got a goat or anything like that, but it was another man. Like I don't know. So we got farm animals. We put them in my friend's van. We drove them to the Vons or the Ralphs or whatever you guys have, your grocery store, and it was like 2 a.m. and you know there's a couple workers in there like restocking the shelves, and we threw the animals in, farm animals all over the fucking grocery store, so they have to go deal with those
distractions.
dudes. Yeah, and then you just walk out the store. I mean, you probably could just do that anyway. Nobody's really paying attention
That's
to it. in the morning.
elaborate.
Yeah, it was good. We had it on video too. VHS.
Good old VHSs, right?
Oh,
Wish I
man.
had that.
VHS.
So where are the rowdiest fans in the U.S.? Don Hiller.
Like I said, man, it just depends on the show. I couldn't say. I mean, we always.
The fans are loving the end of the show dance party, by the way. Are you gonna keep doing?
Oh
this?
yeah. So we wrote this
That is
song
rad.
with Niles from the Cataracts, and he's friends with this DJ, this EDM DJ, or I don't know, he's like trap DJ, whatever. He's a DJ guy, and his name's Borges. And he's a really, really good DJ, really well known. And he did a remix of My Sweet Summer, and it is filthy. It's so rad. So we started playing it at the end of our show. We have a little dance party. It's fun.
Yeah. Let's see. Hey, Jared, I've seen you 4
I like
times
that.
now.
It's rad.
Yeah,
Set list. Oh, so Dawn has gotten a set list from you every show that she's been to. Planning on traveling 9 hours from Oklahoma to see you guys at Red Rock.
I'll have to say that's impressive, because if you get this, I go off of who in the front is just having the most fun. You don't have to know all the lyrics, you don't have to do it, but if you're having the most fun and I see that you're having the best time, you're getting the set list. And I think everybody, Duddy, Dave, all 3 of us at the front, even Matt, everybody hands their set lists out. So if she's got it every time, then you must be.
Which is wild or
I
really
like
hot.
You're good. Oh yeah, that's it. You probably just have gigantic titties.
I called that one. So
It's so distracting sometimes. Like, to be honest, huge tits on the front rail, and then you like give Duddy, like, look at the size of those titties. It happens. Like, thoughts on the stage. That shit does happen.
it could be worse.
Before you wear sunglasses.
I don't think I'm cool enough to wear sunglasses.
Don't wear sunglasses inside.
Right?
Yeah, don't do
On
that.
stage.
On stage.
I'm wearing a hat inside, but
What?
I didn't notice. It was
Yeah.
gonna be so fancy. You guys got a real good thing here,
We tried.
right?
I literally had no
I
idea.
swear. I thought it was gonna be a fucking laptop. I thought it was a podcast, like just a,
That's what it used to be. And
just
it,
on. Like,
I got her this
just
morning,
our
and I was
voices.
it was
It
set
is,
and
man. I
everything.
would have worn nothing. No, I got nothing.
So Donna Rivard said, I had 2 uncles pass away from lung cancer within a month of each other.
Dang, sorry to hear
How do
that.
I donate to your cause in honor of their names?
I think you'd go to fuckcancer.org, and then I'm sure that there's instructions on there.
Directendorsement.com.
Or direct, yeah.
Buy as
And thank
many
you
of
very
these
much.
T-shirts as possible. They'll be signed, so you get something out of it, you know. And the money goes to Fuck Cancer, specifically. Understood? All right. Again, Dawn. 10 DH shows last year. Trying to beat that record this year. She loves you.
I like Dawn.
Yeah.
Is it a dude?
Oh, she was I don't know. Is Dawn a dude? Can you please send me this, Dawn? If you're a guy or a girl, I don't know. It's like Sean, the name Sean or Don or what else is it? Ryan.
Ryan.
Yeah. So
Taylor.
yeah, but was
Kelly.
diagnosed with Meniere's disease a few months ago, which I had vertigo for like 6 months. It's freaking awesome.
Wait, I'm sorry. I don't know why I just pictured that, but isn't that where, like, vertigo, you don't, like, your equilibrium's fucked up, so were you just constantly falling over like a drunk
Oh, dude,
person? All I did was picture
whole
you
time.
just falling over like a drunk person.
So picture this. So
Like, you'd be like, hey, Ian, you'd be like, what's up? And you'd get up and just
I
fall
sit
over.
up out of bed. It took me like 15 minutes to get out of bed, and I would just fall off. So
Why? From getting punched?
yeah.
What?
I shouldn't say that. Oops. This was a long time ago. My brain's fine now. We're all good. But so I have vertigo. I've had it for a few months. It's bad. Positional vertigo. Well, I decided to go to Europe with my friends. 10 of my friends are going.
Sounds like a genius idea.
Yeah,
Did
and-
they just duct tape you to like a Segway?
Well, this was the best
What
part.
a good idea.
It just pushed me around.
Yeah.
So
Just leave.
it's a
That's
bunch of small people, small fighter guys. You know, it's like we went to go watch the UFC. Chuck Liddell was supposed to fight, and then he tore his leg and couldn't fight. So we just went and partied. I got there early, like 2 weeks early, and partied more.
Why would you party? None of this makes sense. I have vertigo. I can't stand. I fall over. I'm going to Europe.
Yeah, I don't know.
To drink.
I do a lot of things that don't make sense. I was young and silly. So we're taking a train from one country to another. I don't remember what it was. We had drinking all of the beer on the train, and then we switched to wine. And once you drink all the beer on a train, and you and like there's like 10 dudes, 2
lot of
girls,
beer.
and a baby that were with us. So we're drinking, and then you hit the wine, and everyone's like, oh. So we just go to bed, and I sleep naked, and they're my best friends, so who cares? So you have the train where all the bunks are, and of course my asshole friends put me in the top
Yeah.
bunk, and there's those straps
That's
that
funny.
hold you from falling off. Well, the train starts shaking. I wake up, it's dark, and I'm strapped like on. This is really
Terrifying.
yeah.
That's
Or
It's miserable.
we would, because we're all tiny, and kissing both. So we could all sleep in harmony together because there's 3 of us, and for some reason I always ended up in the middle. So the beds would separate,
For some
and
reason.
I would be in the middle of the 2 beds, I can't look, but I'm doing one of these, The world spins out of control. My dad has had vertigo for like 2 years, so I feel kind of bad, but
Yeah, sorry to laugh and crack jokes,
But that's
it's
we
just
laugh
a
at everything.
funny thing that I
Yeah.
pictured in my head.
But yeah, it's but so back to your Meniere's. What were we saying?
Yeah,
about your
sorry.
Meniere's is like a much worse version of Vertigo. I'm happy. Maybe I had Meniere's. I don't know, but it sucked. So, need a really good super D dupa earplug for my right ear. What's the best one? Does that make me a stalker? A few seconds ago, what?
No, I should probably use earplugs.
Yeah.
And I don't. So I don't know.
In ears.
I know we're getting them, but it's just sometimes you like, I know dudes that still don't like in-ears. You just like to be able to hear the crowd and feel your monitors and what. So in-ears are just the little in-ear. Whenever you see like guys on stage and you think they're cool because they take one out, like, and then they put it back in, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. They probably are doing something, but that's their in-ear monitors. That's where they're hearing the whole rest of the band.
Oh, and it's not so
rather than those monitors that are on the stage coming through.
You can get those custom headphones. They're molded to your ear, so they're only work for you. But
oh yeah, I would think a custom mold earplug would be the best.
But you could also go and not get the audio version, just the earplug that plugs it up.
Yeah, for like
I have some of those.
dudes that surf or whatever, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Or if apparently Dana White, my boss, had Meniere's really bad. And I told him, don't get surgery. Well, he ended up getting Regenikine. It's like a PRP or a stem cell kind of therapy. They take your blood, they heat it up, spin it in a centrifuge, and they inject it. And somehow they do it in your ear. I don't know how, but it fixes Meniere's. So that's a good thing. I know it's not cheap. But,
crazy.
Yeah, Regenikine. I know there's one in Santa Monica, I think in Texas. Texas is close to you, so maybe try that. Look it up. Regenikine. I don't even know the actual website, but it's not. You'll figure it out. It's a good thing. So Courtney Staley, our 3-year-old Colton has excellent taste in music, and the Dirty Heads are his favorite.
He's 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
What did your mom do to encourage you throughout your childhood to be who you are now?
What did she just do in general?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just was an amazing mother. She was killer. My parents are rad. I was raised good. I don't have any weird stories or a troubled childhood or anything. I had awesome parents. They were always super positive and super supporting. There was always music going on. Nobody's musically talented in my family. So, I owe most of that to Duddy, but just growing up, there's a lot of music just in the house being played all the time.
Good
a lot
music,
of reggae.
too.
Yeah.
Well, that's the last question I have so far.
Now
See
what?
here.
Should do it.
So, how excited do you get for tour? Are you excited to leave, but you don't want to go? What's your final thought?
It depends. It depends. Once you're there, the shows, the hour that we play, there's nothing better. I love that. But then the rest of it can get very boring or lonely, or you just miss home. So there's good and bad. I wouldn't change it for the world, but the older you get and getting married and things like that, and then sometimes you just get homesick. I love touring. But there's a point that I get, and it's about 2.5 months into touring. It's all right, I gotta go home, because I also love being at home.
Yeah.
I love my friends, I love my family, so it's cool. Because once you get bored of home, go tour. Once you get bored of touring, you can come home.
How long are you usually on tour for?
About, it depends. We're doing a 2-week run, and next week we go out. We're doing a 2-week run, and then we do a 3-month run with Slightly Stupid, and that's about as long as I like to go. But that's going to be so much fun. We've never toured with Slightly Stupid before.
Yeah.
So that's going to be crushing.
Yeah, my girlfriend's a big Slightly Stupid fan. So.
No tickets for you, dude. Or for your girlfriend, yeah.
She can come, yeah.
Yeah, she can.
She's good looking, I promise.
She is. No, I met her.
You
Yeah.
met her, yeah.
I was like, wow.
Speaking
surprised.
Speaking of boobs, right?
I don't know what she was doing with you, bro. I'm just kidding. You handsome man.
Well, anything else you'd like to talk about, throw out there before we end the show?
No, just thanks everybody for hanging out and buying the shirts, and hope to see you at a show. Tiger Shark dropping this summer. We don't have a date yet. Look for the podcast, the gaming podcast, and come to the tours and the shows and buy a T-shirt and go to fights and
Go to Dan's website.
Go to Dan's website.
It's not up yet. It's
Join
not up
his
yet.
fan page.
Directendorsement.com. Go buy T-shirts. It's for a good cause. You get an awesome shirt that's signed by this handsome man. Okay? So we'll be back soon, guys. We'll let you know when our next show is. If you want to watch a show or listen to a show, check us out. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace. Sweating like a whore in church.
I gotta pee. I'm gonna pee. Coffee. Did that suck?